Welcome back to Down University. I'm back with you guys with another prospect slash sportsbook video, and this is my play of the day on all platforms. And my play of the day is Bryce Miller. Bryce Miller, everything pretty much is if you're on the prospects platform, his fantasy score as well as his over 6 strikeouts as well. And then if you want to feel a little risky, a little bold, you can go with his over 7.5 strikeouts as well. That is a demon on here, so it will increase your payout. Now, one fancy thing that prospects is doing this week is a up to $50 protected play on any slip that you put in and you add the protection onto it. You will get a full refund of your money in promo. So that is a pretty cool feature. So you can throw one of these, whether it's his fantasy score or his pitcher strikeouts in there for the protected play. I would go with strikeouts at 6 because fantasy score can be a little sketchy because if he gives up runs, if he basically his team doesn't win, he doesn't get credit for the win. But I do think he will go 6 innings and get a quality start out of this, so he will get points off of that. And then I also think that Seattle will scrape across a couple runs to win, so I like his fantasy score as like a safety blanket to all of it because it adds in innings pitched as well. And I don't see him giving up a bunch of runs to this team. So one thing that I found out about Bryce Miller, and I'm going to dig into the research portion, is that he is really significantly better pitcher at home than he is on the road. As you can see here, he has a significantly double his strikeout output, as he has 51 strikeouts at home compared to 21 on the road. And then he also allows an opposing batting average of only 169 at home as opposed to 236 on the road. So that is significantly, major split. And then also another thing that I realized as well, just looking into, so what I like to do is I like to break down teams in their most recent form. So when I look at splits, I did basically the White Sox, which is an away team tonight, and then they're also facing a right-hand pitcher. And what I did was I took the filter and basically filtered out all of their games, and I just wanted to see the last 7 days when they face the right-hander, what do they do, and like basically what are their numbers. So as you can see here, and I want to specifically target K rate, or K percentage, means how many times you strike out. So with that being said, they are top 5, which actually are top 4 in strikeout percentage in the last 7 days against right-handers on the road at a 30% clip. So they are striking out a ton. And then also their slugging percentage is down. Their WRC plus is okay. It's pretty good, but I just don't see them being able to, contest Bryce Miller. And then also another thing, they released their lineups not too long ago for the White Sox, and that is a big thing. When you're looking for strikeout props, and you're looking for anything related to strikeouts and pitchers, lineups is super key, and I will touch on that kind of going forward because I will be covering the College World Series that starts on Friday, so I will be giving you guys insight on props and things of that nature in the College World Series realm. But the one thing, like I said, when you're taking K props, lineups is super important because the lefty righty matchups are important as well. So in this lineup, the White Sox are starting Nicky Lopez, Andrew Vaughn, Gavin Sheets, Paul DeJong, Oscar Solis, Zach DeLoach, Linian, Sosa, Corey Jukes, and Corey Lee. Now, with that being said, I want to kind of show you guys the K rates of all of these guys that are in the lineup. As you can see here, Nicky Lopez is leading off. He has the lowest K percentage, which should be your leadoff hitter. To somebody that basically doesn't strike out and is willing to get on or able to get on base, as he has a really poor walk percentage as well. But I do think he is a strikeout risk. I think his numbers are kind of misleading because he doesn't have that many at bats. He's kind of like a utility type player, so he doesn't play every day. So as well as, so you have 24% with Vaughn, you have a 32% with DeJong, you have Solis at 24%, DeLoach at 30%, Sosa at 25%, you have Jukes at 21%, and Corey Lee at 21%. This is a strikeout props dream. Is to have they have 7 players with over 20 or more percent K rate, which are super poor. As you can see, they're all in the blue. They only have 2 non-strikeout hitters in their lineup, which is Nicky Lopez and Gavin Sheets, who both I still think they will be able to strike out as well. They're not completely oblivious to striking out. As you can see here, they don't swing at first pitch first pitches, I should say. Now the guys in the latter part, like you see Deloach, 50% of his swings is at the first pitch. So you see a bunch of like just starting off, behind in the counts, 0-1. So and then these whiff percentages, look at this, 56% from Corey Lee. As far as swing percentage, all these guys are free swingers. So I really, really like this prop. And then if you want to, on the other platforms, which I like using FanDuel and DraftKings, you can ladder. And if you guys watch any of my previous videos in other sports, especially soccer, when I talk about shot props and stuff and shot totals, it's this method called laddering. And what laddering does is pretty much maximize your opportunity for profit, because you are taking from, it's almost like a how can I say, from like, it's like a median. So from 5 to 8, from 6 to 8, it's like as long as you hit 6, you're profiting, and then everything above is just an added on boost. So I would like to do that with Bryce Miller's strikeout. So as you can see, his line is set for under 6.5. I don't think that's true. I think he will get at least 6 or more. So you can go over to 6.5 and take the plus money at 6.5, and then you always can go up to 7 as well. I don't think they're factoring in his strikeout potential against these hitters and how poor this lineup is. So if you go to alternate strikeouts on pretty much, I'm pretty sure they have this on every book, but alternate strikeouts, and we're going to start at 5, right? So we're going to start at 5 and we're going to work our way all the way up to 7, right? So we go 5, 6, and 7. Now, granted, 5 is not going to get you anything pretty much. You can pretty much, this is a parlay piece, number 5. So what I will parlay it with is, if you guys are into soccer, Brazil to get over 1.5 goals against USA in their friendly. I think it's coming up pretty shortly, so I would take that as well. Or you can parlay it with something else, another pitcher strikeouts that's at a really, really high number, minus 200 or better. You can pair those two together and get a lower number. So let's say, for instance, I'm just going to give you guys pretty much an example. So let's see, who's pretty much a strikeout pitcher up here. Not too many strikeout pitchers on the board. Let's go with Sonny Gray against Pittsburgh. So let's say Sonny Gray, let's take his pitches. Now, granted, you can't parlay all of this stuff together. You have to play these as singles. So that maximizes your profit. So let's say, okay, you take Bryce Miller to get 5 strikeouts, right? And you take Sonny Gray to get 6. See how the odds jump from both of these at a high number, and it basically dumbed down your price, or gave you pretty much a discount. So you're getting both of these guys to give you 5 and 6 strikeouts at minus 145. So it's more feasible and it's more return on your investment as well. So you can do it that way. And then you can also take, let's say you could take Sonny Gray's 6 strikeouts. You could pair that with Bryce to get 6. That way you have both of those as well. So you can do little small parlays like that where you just constantly ladder in both of those. And then you can take, let's say, for instance, Sonny Gray to get 7 and Bryce to get 7. Sonny Gray to get 7 and Bryce to get 7. And that should increase your payouts to at least like maybe plus 200 if I'm not mistaken. So let's see. Scroll down. I think they are one of the last games today. Yep. So right here, and you go with Bryce to take the 5 out. Let's say for him to get 6, right? Alternate strikeouts. Let's say for Bryce to get 6. See, you get plus 180 on that as well. And then if you want to be bold, you can make another small one, and you can put both of them to get 7 strikeouts, plus 299, almost plus 300. So you get nice little odds that way as well. So that is how I would play this game. Now, like I said, I would go Bryce to get 5 and 6, and then sprinkle just a little bit of piece of money on him to get 7. I do think he has the potential to go over 7. I think he should get maybe 6 within the first 4 innings if he's, striking out at least one batter an inning. So one and a half batters an inning, that should be on par. But I think a lot of this lineup is capable of getting 1, 2, 3 strikeout inning. So I really, really like Bryce in this situation and in this scenario. So that is my play of the day. Like I said, ladder on the FanDuel / DraftKings platforms of Bryce to get 5, 6, and 7 strikeouts. And then also on his Prize Picks profile, you can basically take him to get over 37.5 pitcher fantasy score, as well as over 6 strikeouts. So I like those two as well. I don't think they have pitching outs for him. They don't. So those are the two I would play. Um, so yeah, so I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if I see anything else for the later slate that I will be looking into, I will be sure to post it for you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please.